I'd say this is probably an important price level here. Again in yellow. It's pretty mixed in there. Yeah, probably better to stay on the long side, Conrad, just because the overall trend for the month is to the upside, like significantly. Makes sense to just kind of like look for opportunities to get in the long end. Always better to play the same side of the market as the overall trend. And it's pretty mixed here at the end of the day. A little difficult to determine. Ah, right, because we've got this rally. In the last card is a rally increasing with momentum moving forward in time, but we also have um, the Empress card, which is usually some sort of like notable bottom, and it's also combined with the Futility card, which a lot of the time comes out of a decline. Plus, there's the low correlator here. So my sense is we're probably going lower here. There may be a trade opportunity if we do move to the upside again as we enter the close, which really could happen with the Futility card. There may be an opportunity there to position oneself with a short position if they wanted to do that, because it does look like we're opening lower tomorrow on the 15th and then lower again yet on the 16th. Another mixed day tomorrow based on what I'm seeing with the over the blue squares basically, or diamonds I should say. Hey Vino Priya. You're welcome, Conrad. Thanks for your support, my man. How's SPY gonna play tomorrow? So it's gonna be pretty mixed tomorrow. My sense is that we open lower, and then we're gonna have some price swinging early in the morning. We should see a high and a low there, within close proximity to each other. We've got the Princess of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Discs, all one like lined up after the other. Those are all pretty significant trade opportunity cards. They're also all significant amounts of price change. And then you also have here the Princess of Discs as the volume card. Interesting. So a lot of sideways kind of overall flat behavior, but there's going to be a pretty notable move to the downside and to the upside midday. It's back and forth kind of behavior going on, but with a lower open, most likely either that or a sharp drop first thing in the morning, and then we open lower the following day as well. There might even be, if we don't see a notable move higher right around the close, like in the next 10 minutes or so, there might, if we end up like near a low at the close, that would be an opportunity to open up a long position. Even though it looks like we're opening lower, there's probably a lot of price change here that would allow one to make some money on the long side too. But I would probably, if I had to pick between one of the two, I would go with the short end here. I think the opportunity to open up that short's probably passed out. It was closer. It was like more at like 3 o'clock based on what I'm seeing here. What is this right here? I think this is 3 o'clock right here. Yeah. See, there's that short opportunity, and we end up right before the close, probably an opportunity to close out of a short position and open up a long position, or you could hold the short position overnight. There's going to be some wild behavior here, so as long as you can trust yourself not to do something silly in the midst of wild behavior first thing in the morning, you could hold that position, or you could hold positions overnight. Just make sure that you wait for the right opportunity to close positions. I don't know what that is. So somebody asked on YouTube, on one of my latest comments, they asked how they could get certain information. Guys, if you're interested in getting a ticker or a crypto covered by the channel, you want it done fast rather than waiting like months, because our free list of requests is like so long, my friends. We get around to this stuff, but like paid stuff always comes first, obviously, because people are paying for it. It needs to be done. So one of the ways that you could get your crypto or your ticker covered by the channel really easily is this 1 year. It's not actually subscription. It's 1 year report, it should say. They're going to change the word because it's not a subscription, but it's 1 year report. Basically, we're doing 2023, 2024. I'm going to add 2025 on there because I did see some people with interest in 2025. So you just select the year, put in the ticker or crypto, add to cart, and that gets you basically the reading of any ticker or crypto symbol that you're interested in. Unfortunately, we don't do custom monthlies because it's just too much work, but we can do 1 years, guys. Also a great way to support the channel. Yeah, see, so we're going to the downside here. Definitely a lot of price swing here in the first hour and a half or so. We go from a high to a low and then back to a high, it looks like. Then there's a trough around a little around 2 o'clock, give or take 20 minutes or so. A crest around 3 o'clock, probably 10 minutes prior to 3, somewhere around there. It's a lot of mixed behavior back and forth with another crest at the end of the day and a trade opportunity at the end of the day. So first thing in the morning, one could open up a short position, hold the short position to close it around 10 o'clock, open up the long position around 10 o'clock, close that long position probably around noontime. And then there's a short. You could open up a short. This is kind of like a scalp. You could open up a short position at a crest here around, I don't know, let's say like 245-ish. Close that short position probably at the close for a little bit of a scalp. Or you could hold it overnight, although I'm not being advised to do that. Hey, Tabriz. I don't think we go higher tomorrow. I think we do go lower tomorrow. We open lower, and then there's some price swinging. What we've actually got, we've got the swiftness card here on the in the sequence of events, but if you look more closely at the blue diamonds, which are the cross-reading correlations, so they're basically indicating where on the timeline these energies occur on the dailies, right? So like here we have 7 of discs in the morning. If we look at the daily for tomorrow, we have the failure card correlation here early in the morning, and then we have swiftness card correlation, which is the 8 of wands correlation here just a little bit after that in the morning, and you can see we have the 8 of wands here just a little bit after that in the morning. So what we're really going to see is some pretty mixed behavior back and forth. The 7 of discs to 8 of wands, 7 of discs, 8 of wands energy kind of back and forth, and then there's a peak or crest probably right on the cusp there at the end of the day that you'd want to open up a short position for if you plan to trade off of it. Oh yeah, see, so we've definitely got this opportunity in here. If you did open a short position here at this peak or crest around 3, you could close it here for a profit, a pretty notable profit for a day trade, or you could hold it overnight. But remember guys, you have to know yourself. If you've got the risk tolerance to handle some pretty wacky behavior first thing in the morning here tomorrow, like if you held a short position or a long position going into tomorrow, there's probably opportunity for you to close it either short or long. There's probably opportunity for you to close it for a profit at some point in the first hour and a half of trading tomorrow. There's a lot of price change here back and forth going on. But to answer your question concisely, Tabriz, I think we open lower tomorrow. Will target be moving upwards through June? TGP. I got a no for that. We're going to revisit a support level that we recently met once before on a multi-day kind of scale. What would be a good swing trade, Tabriz? Are you speaking about in preparation for tomorrow? I think probably based on where we are going into the close, it's risky. You could open up a long position and hold it and probably make money if you held it till midday, but I'd probably hold off. I'd probably wait till tomorrow and mess around with some of the day trades that are opportune here. But if you have a short position, you could hold the short position into tomorrow. Probably close it around 10 o'clock. Or tomorrow, if you don't if you don't have a short position now, I wouldn't open it now. I'd say hold it, open it tomorrow first thing in the morning. Close it around 10 o'clock. Open up a long position around 10 o'clock. Close that long position probably around noon or just a little bit before noon. This trade at the end of the day is a little tricky, so I might avoid it. Vinpriya Vinodini, how NVIDIA behave tomorrow? Is it high or low? No, I don't have NVIDIA. Let's take a look. My first instinct is saying it's going higher from here, just looking at the chart. Yeah, it's going higher. Cards say the same thing. Going higher tomorrow. That's NVIDIA, guys. That's a pretty juicy chart. Although, be careful, guys. Don't get your face melted off by this gap. This gap needs to be filled at some point. This is a pretty big gap. It needs to be filled. Especially because it's such a big gap. My God. Hey, Robert. You're welcome, Conrad. Hey, AV. Are China stocks BABA, NIO, and KWEB safe to be in until September, October? It looks like BABA is safe to stay in. I'd probably get out of NEO. Pretty negative card there. Man, the power card. I think that's a yes, but let me just double check. It's a no. Yeah, I'd avoid KWEB as well, but out of those three, BABA did seem like it's safe. It's not like excitingly bullish or anything, but it is safe. I don't think, did somebody ask about Netflix? Nobody asked about Netflix, Conrad. Not my best reading, that's for sure. It looks like we probably go a little higher tomorrow, but it looks like we have the halting of a bullish trend tomorrow marked by a sharp decline through key support. There's also trade opportunity today, it looks like, to open up a short position. I'm surprised that we've gone this high, though, because this is overall bearish trend. Next week looks pretty ugly. Not my best reading, I'll say that, guys. Been off my game, I feel like, the past few days. Does Binance bottom out in late October? Definitely caution involved in 2023. Does Binance bottom out in late October? I got a no for that. Yeah, it's looking pretty bearish days over the following week, and we may not see a lowest low based on how high we are at this point, but we should see a prominent low stand out. We probably open lower on the 16th and have a bullish day out of a lower open is my feeling. You're welcome, Vino Priya. Hey, Angfin. Tesla. I mean, overall, Tesla's going higher. We do have that gap that needs to be filled. And there's a bit of a drop, I think, here on the 15th into the 16th, possibly the 20th, 21st. I think there's a fake out to the downside on the 23rd. But I think the high for the month is probably somewhere next week as well. And then we probably see a higher level in July even. Let me take a look. Well, it looks like there's a highest high in September, October, followed by a decline. There's a lot of decline August, September. There's a lot of decline in early September off of a high and taking us into a low. You're welcome. All right, my friends. As always, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna roll. I gotta take my pup to the park today. But thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. 5% of the profits forward to one of the charities here on our website, Tarot for Traders. Under the resources tab. 5% of the profits back to the channel through one of these links, and then spend that 90% left over out of love. Make sure to spend it out of love and follow those rules. The universe is going to send it back to you tenfold.